General Hospital Wednesday, October 23 recap Dex's fatal trouble to cover Jocelyn. Curtis Cryptic Heather solution. Drew's grief brings Willow passion. Sam's fate pushes suckers into sizzling territory. Greetings to all General Hospital fans. Don't forget to subscribe for the latest updates. General Hospital spoilers recap for Wednesday, October 23 reveals that Curtis Ashford, Portia Robinson, Trina Robinson, and TJ Ashford all criticized Rick Lansing for Heather Weber's release. When Molly Lansing Davis came to Rick's defense, TJ was floored and stomped off. Once TJ headed to GH, he opened up to Lucas Jones about his relationship issues and how Molly kept pulling down from him. Lucas also talked to Isaiah Gannon about Sam McCall and Lulu Spencer's forthcoming surgeries as they prepared for the liver transplant. Meanwhile, Rick went home with Molly and was appreciative of the way she'd stood up for him. Molly suggested it was too late for regrets in the Heather case anyway, but it wasn't too late for Rick to back out of defending Ava Jerome. Rick couldn't do that since he'd to prove to Molly that Christina Corinthos Davis' fall was an accident. Molly was getting consumed with the need for vengeance, so Rick didn't want her to make the same miscalculations he'd made. Molly ultimately pushed Rick to leave, so there was still some pressure between them. At Dex Heller's place, Jocelyn Jax was rattled over Heather's release and wondered if Dex ever wished he'd killed her the night he came to Joss' deliverance. Dex admitted he wished that all the time and pledged that if Heather indeed allowed about harming Jocelyn again, it'd be the last thing she did. Jocelyn knew she was alive because of Dex, so he pledged to keep it that way and eventually made love to her. Although Curtis and Portia wanted Trina to come stay at their house, she claimed on going back to her apartment and refused to live in fear. Still, Trina was indeed rattled once she was home alone. Heather wasn't actually out of captivity yet, but Trina still armed herself with a meat mallet when someone showed up at the door. It turned out to be Giovanni Gio Palmieri, who gave Trina some support following the updates about Heather. Gio also wondered if he could crash on the lounge, so Trina got on board with that plan and sounded relieved to have some protection. Back at the Savoy, Portia wanted to get Trina out of Port Charles, now that Heather was going free. Curtis didn't suppose Trina would agree to leave her life before, and claimed Heather would be the one to leave PC rather. Portia was puzzled over how Curtis planned to pull that off, but Curtis promised to handle it and said Heather would no way be a problem again. Next, Holly Sutton pushed for discretion during her meeting with Sonny Corinthos in his office, where Diane Miller compactly intruded before excusing herself. Once Diane was gone, Holly continued her pitch and showed Sonny the diamonds she demanded help moving. Sonny said he'd need a 30% cut, so Holly agreed to pound over the offer and left a diamond behind as a good faith deposit. After Sonny was alone, he called Jason Morgan since he demanded to bandy Holly's business offer with him. In Robert Scorpio's office, Anna Devane spoke to him about Holly's maternity claims regarding Sasha Gilmore Corbin. Robert admitted he knew Holly was telling the verity because Sasha had his mama's eyes. Since Robert wanted to be the one to break the news to Robin Scorpio, Anna assured him that was fine and noted that Robin always wanted a family. Subsequently, Anna tracked Holly down to caff her about stealing from Jen Sidwell. Although Anna suggested she could help if Holly would just be honest, Holly refused to admit her theft. Anna wound up prompting Holly to at least steer clear of Robert so he wouldn't get dragged into her rearmost mess. General Hospital spoilers say Holly's miscalculations could have far-reaching consequences, so we'll bring you more prognostications on all the marvels ahead. General Hospital spoilers: Drew's grief brings Willow passion. Sam's fate pushes suckers into sizzling territory. General Hospital spoilers reveal that Drew Quartermain will need someone he can turn to in the fate of Sam McCall's demise. It's been heartbreaking to watch Sam prepare to save Lulu Spencer, since we know Kelly Monaco's on-screen departure is fleetly approaching. Dante Falconeri has been bothered that Lulu may not survive the surgery, but she indeed will. Alexa Havens will make her debut as a Lulu remake down the road, so Lulu will pull through and eventually thrive thanks to Sam's inconceivable gift. It's Sam who's got a sad General Hospital exit story in progress, so numerous suckers are dreading what comes next. Once Sam faces a grim outgrowth, her loved bones will have to mourn the loss, especially her children. Danny Morgan will clearly struggle and will need to lean on Jason Morgan further than ever in the coming occurrences. Likewise, Scout Quartermain will need to lean on Drew. Although Drew will do his stylish to stay strong for Scout, you can go he'll be worsening behind unrestricted doors. Drew truly loved Sam formerly upon a time, so his own heart will break right along with Scout's. Of course, seeing the risk all this takes on Scout will be the worst part. Drew may feel like he's failing Scout if she spins out and doesn't respond well to his attempts to console her. Willow Corinthos has plenitude of experience with kitties, so it's easy to imagine Drew turning to her for help. Drew could at least open up to Willow about his grief and how hard it's to watch Scout suffer. Willow has been trying to stay down from Drew, but there's no way she's going to abandon him during this mourning period. We'll inescapably see Willow comfort Drew, so they'll be connecting and participating plenitude of close moments. This could be the final drive Drew and Willow need to land in bed together. Naturally, it could also give Elaine, the private investigator Ned Quartermain hired, a chance to snap some snaps of Willow and Drew in a compromising position. Indeed, if Ned bails on his blackmail plot, Elaine could vend the prince to Drew's main political opponent or commodity along those lines. There's the implicit for Elaine to score evidence that Ned can't control. In other words, indeed, if Ned decides not to protest Drew when he's down, substantiation of Drew and Willow's hot association could still surface. Michael Corinthos and all the choosers could get updates on Drew's nut secret ultimately. Thanks for watching these videos. Please hit the subscribe button for more updated news.